Hey everyone. I was going to dig out Kevin, and then I realized that he's over there and I'm over here. So, for those of you that don't know who Kevin is or what Kevin is the little skull that sometimes joins me in my videos. But we're going to talk a little bit today about material things. Because I feel someone in the collective just needs maybe a little bit of a booster juice on this. Sometimes people will judge you on what you have because they don't see your worth. They don't know you as a person. Because in this world, people tend to go, oh, well, you don't own a house and you don't have a car and, so maybe you don't work as hard as others. When in actual reality, you're out there working your ass off. This is going to be a very blunt video. So if you want to scroll on now, I totally get it. I had an experience early last year. So early 2024. And it was a conversation with someone, and they had said to me, well, you don't have a car. Now, it was during a pretty heated discussion. Wasn't an argument. And this person had known for a while I didn't have one. I was very honest. I don't have a vehicle. But the person never asked why. The person didn't know my story as to how I'd lost everything 4 years ago and I was rebuilding and I was starting from scratch and that I was making choices. And that having a motor and 4 wheels wasn't one of them. And then, fairly recently, I was talking with someone else. And we were talking about, different things. It was just a general conversation. And I had said, I went through a bunch of stuff 4 years ago, lost everything, started over, and just haven't found a vehicle to be a priority. I live 4 blocks from downtown. I can walk everywhere I need to go. It's not a big deal to me. And truthfully, the exercise does me good. And this person very calmly looked at me and said, you know what, I would just sell it. He says, if it was me, I would sell it all tomorrow. He says, or, give my vehicle to a family member because I don't really need one either. For the same reasons. Person lives pretty close to me. And it made me realize that I had been judging myself on what society thought that I should have or shouldn't have, which is why I'm sharing this video. Because I had been questioning, does having those material things make me a better person? Even though I'm a good person on the inside, even though, I think I am. Other people may disagree. But I try to be kind to people, and I try to put good karma out there in the world. And I try to help when I can. But sometimes little comments make you question your worth. What do you really bring to the table? And I'm going to tell you what you bring to the table. Regardless of the fancy house or the pretty car. What you bring to the table is the knowledge of being through so much crap in your life and understanding that being kind to people is the most important thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I know people that have the big houses and fancy cars, and they are some of the kindest and sweetest people that you will ever meet. They're very humble. And they're good people. And they're people that when I get a chance to see them, I feel very grateful for. Because they don't see what I do or don't have. They're intellectual conversations, and there's laughter, and there's hugs. They're no different. And then on the other side of that, I do know people that have all of that stuff and that have recognition, I guess for a better word, that aren't as humble. People that used to be humble. And that as they've gained popularity, well, their kindness now is for recognition. It's not for the greater good. So there's both sides of that spectrum, right? But you know what? In this world, being kind to someone should be defined on who they are, not what they have. Never judge a book by its cover. Every chapter changes. Judging people based on appearance. You could be missing something very, very deep on the inside. And you could miss out on some amazing conversations and laughter and adventures that may not take you to another country. But it could be an adventure of knowledge to help you grow. A new experience. Sometimes everyone needs a reality check. And sometimes people, well, they're just going to be who they are and you have to accept it. As I did with the first conversation that I'd had. And it was okay. Surprisingly enough, I'm still quite fond of the person. Who knew? Because even though that conversation hurt, I do know that person deep down is a good person. But it's not somebody I communicate with anymore. But there'll always be a fondness there. Maybe because that person helped me grow up a little bit too. And hopefully I did the same for them. But not everyone is going to know your story. Not everyone's going to care about your story. The clear message for today is be happy in this moment. Knowing that even though you may not have everything that everyone else has, know that somebody out there wishes that they have what you have right now. Think about it. If you look at the world today and the chaos that's out there are people that are worse off than you. Being kind to somebody, well, it shouldn't be an effort. Being a good person shouldn't be a struggle. Being true to yourself and understanding that what you have now is something to be grateful for. That takes some work sometimes. Do something kind for someone today. Be kind to yourself. If others want to judge you, let them. If somebody doesn't know your story and doesn't want to know it, don't worry about it. Just don't be so hard on yourself today. Don't be so hard on yourself any day. You don't need to be. Be unapologetically you in the kindest and most amazing way possible. Live with integrity. Live your life with purpose. And don't let anyone else steal your thunder. You've got this. And if no one's told you today, I'm proud of you for your struggles, for how far you've come, for the strength, the tears. I'm proud of you for not giving up. If no one's told you today, I believe in you. I believe in the strength that you have inside, even if right now to you it doesn't feel that way. And I know that whatever is going on in your life, I know you can and will overcome it.